everyone and welcome back to Googies Kitchen. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my dad's delicious Saturday night minestrone soup from my new cookbook, Gifts from Grandpa. To show you how to make my dad's delicious minestrone soup, but before I do, if you are new to my channel, then hello and welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and if you love cooking videos and you want to see more, then I upload every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 PM, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So as I just mentioned, today I want to show you how to make my dad's minestrone soup. This recipe is in my new cookbook, Gifts from Grandpa, which is available to buy on Amazon, and I will link it in the description box below for you. This book has been written in loving memory of my dad. My dad was an amazing cook, so I wanted to write down all of the recipes I could remember of his and put them in a book. So in this book is a lot of my dad's recipes, some of my own, a few of my nan's and one of my grandfather's as well. There's a wide variety of recipes in here as well. So there's everything from soups and salads to desserts and roast dinners. So it's packed full of really good recipes. And my dad believes that everybody should have a home and everybody should have a place to go to. So £1 from the sale of each book will go to the homeless charity Crisis. So on to my minestrone soup recipe. This recipe my dad used to make on a Saturday night. He used to like to experiment with food, and he saw this, I think, on a television programme, and he decided to give it a go himself. I think he actually changed a few of the ingredients for this recipe as well and sort of made it his own. So this was definitely a recipe that I wanted to put in the book. It's simple and easy to do, and it's great. It's so nutritious as well. It's packed full of goodness, and it's a great family meal, or you can make it into batches and freeze it as well. So I thought I'd share this recipe with you today. So here is how to make my dad's Saturday night minestrone soup. First thing I'm going to do is put my saucepan onto a high heat, and then I'm going to add a wee bit of oil to the pan, so probably about a teaspoonful of oil, and then I'm just going to spread that around with my plastic brush. And the reason I use a plastic brush is because it spreads it around evenly, and this can be heated a little bit as well, so it doesn't matter too much. It won't like burn or melt the plastic or anything. And I'm just going to leave that to heat up now. So the pan has started to get nice and hot, and all I'm going to do now is add the leeks to the pan, and I'm going to stir these until they start to soften. Now the leek has started to soften now, as you can see, and all I'm going to do is add in the garlic and fry this for a further 1 to 2 minutes. The garlic has also started to soften now, so all I'm going to do is add in the bacon, and I'm going to cook this off now. So I'm going to cook this until all the fat goes like golden brown and crispy on the outside. So the bacon has just started to cook, as you can see there, and that's really nice. So it's just the way you want it. And now all I'm going to do is add in some carrots and some courgettes. So all I've done is peel and then slice the carrots and courgettes. And then I've stirred the carrots and courgettes round until they've started to soften as well. And now I'm going to add in the tomatoes. So I've got 1 tin of chopped tomatoes that goes in. I'm just going to turn the heat down slightly as well. It does feel a bit hot. And then to get the juice out of the bottom of the can, all I'm going to do is pour in some chicken stock, swirl it round and then tip it out, and that gets rid of most of the juice in the bottom of the can. And then I've got 1 litre of chicken stock that I'm going to add to this. This is homemade chicken stock. You don't have to use homemade chicken stock, but the recipe for this I will link in the description box below for you. I haven't done a video on that, but I will do if you want me to. So let me know in the description below. And then all I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree. This is to sort of thicken it and make it taste that extra bit tomatoey. And then I've got 2 bay leaves which I'm going to add to it, and I've also got some dried oregano as well. Just a teaspoon of dried oregano goes in. And then I've also drained, I had tinned cannellini beans, so I poured off the excess water and I drained them, and I'm going to add these in as well. They add a really nice texture to the soup, I have to say. And then I'm just going to bring this to the boil now. So I've brought the soup to the boil. And now I'm going to add brown rice pasta in. The reason I use brown rice pasta is simply because I have a gluten intolerance. I did say earlier in this video that you could freeze this dinner into sections and just have it whenever you wanted it. But if you're using brown rice pasta, don't freeze it because it's rice, obviously, and rice isn't good frozen. But you can get other types of pasta if you are gluten intolerant. There's also split pea pasta now, and there's red lentil pasta that we buy, and I'm sure there's lots of other different types, but today I'm going to be using brown rice pasta. I'm not freezing this, so that's okay, but I'm just going to add this to the boiling water now, and I'm going to leave this on a simmer for 10 minutes until the pasta is boiled. So the 10 minutes is up, and I'm just going to check that the pasta is cooked. I'm sure it will be. Yeah, the pasta is done. So the last thing I'm going to do is add in the spinach, and I've got some basil in here as well. I've just got a handful. In the book it does say 100 grams, but you don't have to measure it. Spinach is spinach, and I've just put in a handful basically. And there's a handful of basil in there as well. And that's it. That is dinner done. So that's how you make my dad's delicious Saturday night minestrone soup, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. And again, I will also link the recipe book in the description box below too. We're off to enjoy this with a nice chunk of garlic bread tonight, and I've done a video on how I make my garlic bread, which I will also link in the description box below too. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Do you enjoy minestrone soup, and what do you put in your soups? I'd love to know. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.